Welcome fellow action figure collectors to another episode of Beyond the Cardback. I'm Trooper TK314 and today we're taking a look at the Target exclusive Marvel Legends Retro Gambit. That's right guys, we're taking a look at the Target exclusive Marvel Legends Retro Gambit. I already have a Gambit in my collection. It is the Toy Biz from 2004, 2005 I think. It had a cloth jacket, but this is also a re-release of the Marvel Legends Gambit. There's just a little bit of a paint differential between the two. This one actually has a lighter trench coat and a few other paint augmentations. But without further delay, let's go ahead and head over to the toy table and get a closer look. And here's that nice retro packaging, guys. I love this packaging. It really takes me back to my childhood, to the early 90s, when we used to pick these toys up at KB Toys, if any of you guys remember that place. They used to have all the action figures, all the X-Men, Batman, and this card looks just like the early 90s. As you can see on the left side, it says he comes with a battle staff, and you can see all the accessories in the window. On the back of the card, in the top left, you get that nice black and white photo. On the right, you get that color image of the action figure. And then also on the back, you get a bit of a bio which reads, Gambit has the ability to mentally charge objects with kinetic energy. Remy LeBeau relies on his superior card-throwing abilities and lightning-fast reflexes to turn the tide of battle in favor of the X-Men. So let's go ahead, guys, take him out of the plastic and get a closer look. Here he is, guys, out of the package, and I have to say he looks great. This is another phenomenal action figure that Hasbro has just kicked out of the park. This looks great, just like the Rogue figure. Looking at the hair is great. There's a nice wash on it. There's a brown with I think it's like a black wash or a darker brown. Looking down, there are some quality control issues with the paint around the face. There's just a little bit of some of the paint's bleeding onto other areas, but it's not bad, and from a distance it blends in so it doesn't look awful. Looking at his chest, you can see the details there on the breastplate, the torso itself. The jacket looks really good, as you can see right here. The folds, the wrinkles, there's even a texturing to it. On down to the legs are great. The boots look so cool. The boots don't really have a wash. They kind of have that swirly metallic look to them to really make them look like metal. As you can see, the staff came out of the box a little warped, so I'm going to warm that up with some hot water and straighten it out. But other than that, this is a great figure. Let's go ahead and get into some of that articulation. But taking a closer look at those quality control issues, you can see that the paint has bled over to his face just a little bit. It's messed up on the ears, but other than that, it's okay. From a distance, you can't really see it, but if you try to take some up-close pictures, it may get in the way just a little bit. But while we're on top, look at that hair. You can see that it's a brown with like a darker brown wash over it to bring out the details. I mean, that hair looks fantastic. A lot better than the other one they released. Taking a look at his face, looks really good. The detail's great. The articulation, he is able to look up. He looks down all the way, and he is able to rotate from side to side. You can rotate it 360, but the collar of the jacket kind of gets in the way. Looking at his arms, they do rotate 360. They come out at a 90-degree angle. His elbows are cool. They actually bend just a little bit more than 90, but I do like the hinge right there. It's not that noticeable. Moving down to the wrist, they do rotate 360, and he does have a hinge, you can say either up and down or side to side. I guess I'm going to say side to side since he's facing us this way. But that's on both sides. One hand kind of looks like a trigger finger, but those are to hold the staff he comes with. Looking at his abdomen, he does have a abdomen crunch, and you get a pretty good bend right there, so that's nice, especially if you're going to be posing him doing some jumps or what have you. That way he can look up while he's attacking somebody. He does have a swivel at the waist, which can rotate 360. Looking at his legs, he does not kick out to the side that much, and he is hindered just a little bit by the jacket. When you push him out, they kind of want to come back in just because of the molding of the jacket, but that's okay. They do, however, kick out pretty good. I mean, look at that kick. That is great. He does have a thigh swivel, both sides, so it rotates 360, so you can get some of those great poses. I do like that he has a, I guess it's a knee pad or something on his boot. That looks really nice. His legs are double hinged, so they do kick up pretty good, which that's pretty good. I like that. And then looking on at the boots, you can see that there is a cut swivel right there, which rotates 360. Moving down to the ankles, they do arch forward, they arch back, and they have a forward facing pin for rocker. Moving on to his accessories, he does come with this staff. It's just a metallic gray. We've seen this before with the other Gambit, but the cool thing about this one is he does come with two different hands. One of them has the cards shooting out with a clear, translucent, kind of pinkish color, which his power always had like a pinkish purpley look to it, but it's just for the left hand. I wish they had gave us maybe a couple more hands, one for the left, one for the right, because the only hand that you really switch out is the left hand. And this is the other hand that comes with it. It looks really cool, and it's able to hold that card. The card is loose, so you could take that out, and it also has the same translucency as the other set, but it just slides right into his finger, and it holds very nicely. So that's really cool for, you know, taking pictures or what have you. Just for fun, guys, here's my old Toy Biz Gambit alongside the new Marvel Legends Gambit, and I think I like both of them about the same. Each one has their strengths and weaknesses. The Toy Biz Gambit, I like the toned down colors, the darker look to it. I also like that 5 o'clock shadow that he has, but as you can see, I need to do a little bit of touch-up paint on his face. It is wore out, but it is an old figure. I do like the Marvel Legends Retro Gambit. He has some great articulation, and that hair is just on point, and that wash is great. So let me know in the comments below, guys, which one's your favorite. If you plan on adding this new Retro Gambit to your collection, let me know that as well. Also follow me on Instagram at Beyond the Force. There's a link in the description below. As always, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and may the Force be with you.